Welcome once again to Upton Park here in East London for what we hope will be the last time that a Charlton side runs out here as the home team. This, we hope, will be Charlton's last fixture at the Bowling Ground before returning to the Valley to play Portsmouth on December the 5th. And it couldn't be a more attractive fixture. The league leaders this afternoon are the visitors, Newcastle United, and among them in their ranks, former Charlton player Robert Lee. Before we look at the visitors today, we'll look at the home side. And the home side shows just one change from last week's game at Brentford, and that's Darren Pitcher returning at substitute. Darren Pitcher wearing the number 12 shirt. Paul Bacon drops down out of the 13. The visitors this afternoon at Newcastle United show two changes from the team that drew 0-0 with Swindon Town last week. At number 7, Robert Lee returns for Newcastle this afternoon. He's been out for a couple of matches, in fact 3 or 4 games with bruised kidneys. Robert Lee, who played over 340 matches for Charlton in an 8-year spell, he's back at number 7. And Kevin Sheedy drops out of the Newcastle side. Number 11 shirt will be worn by Paul Bracewell. Sheedy is suspended. And there in your picture is Robert Lee wearing the unfamiliar colours of the Geordies, the Magpies, their visitors this afternoon. £700,000 was the transfer fee involved when Robert left us 2 months ago. He'll be up against his old teammate Scott Minto at left back this afternoon for Charlton. That may be one of the most fascinating battles this afternoon. There in your picture, Liam O'Brien, the Geordies' increasingly influential midfield player, formerly with Manchester United, 5 goals this season to his credit. And in your picture, the two captains, Simon Webster for Charlton and Gavin Peacock for Newcastle, the son of Charlton's reserve team manager Keith Peacock, and widely regarded as the best player in this division. Teams are changing ends here at Upton Park, from which we can deduce that Charlton will have lost the toss, because Simon Webster will always have his side playing towards the North Bank in the second half. So Gavin Peacock obviously winning the toss there. He's asked the side to change round, which means that Charlton will be attacking their own fans in the first half and the visiting fans in the second half. There's a tremendous atmosphere building up now at Upton Park. A real cup-tie flavour to this game. It's without doubt Charlton's biggest attendance of the season. And referee Jim Porritt from Norfolk gets us underway. Charlton Athletic attacking the goal to my right. Red shirts, white shorts and red socks. The visitors this afternoon, Newcastle United. Black and white striped shirts, black shorts and a black socks. Very famous colours indeed. An early touch then for Charlton captain Simon Webster. And now Nelson. It's fallen for Pardew. Walsh getting it through for Leeburn. Venison will turn and find Lee. And Lee with a little bit of stick there from the Charlton fans. That's a bit unfortunate. That will be a Charlton throw. Apart from the fact that this is Charlton's last game since Charlton's last game before going back to Upton Park, it is of course crucial in terms of league points. Newcastle are currently top of the league. They are some 8 points clear of second placed Tranmere Rovers. Charlton currently in 6th position with 26 points, 10 points behind, so only 2 points out of second place. So a win for Charlton could take them into second this afternoon behind United, and it would close that gap to 7 points. But after their 10 straight wins at the start of the season, Newcastle certainly not impregnable. They've lost a couple of games of late, beaten by Leicester, beaten by Chelsea in the Coca-Cola Cup, and also beaten by Grimsby at home. And in fact, in their last 2 home games, they failed to score. The 1-0 defeat against Grimsby and a 0-0 draw last week against Swindon Town. And there's a chance now for Peacock possibly. That will be a throw if it goes. But the linesman on the near side of the field here, out of your picture, is flagging for an offside. This is Lee Clark trying to get round the outside of Minto. He's got the ball across, and now Kelly, and there's a chance, and it's in! And Gavin Peacock has scored! And there seemed to be confusion in the Charlton defence there. The ball came across from Lee Clark. It didn't look particularly strong, it didn't even look particularly dangerous, but Peacock was there to fire it in, and Newcastle have the lead after just 3 minutes. And that is an absolutely disastrous start for Charlton. The last thing they wanted to do was concede a goal at this stage of the game. Just 3 minutes gone, and they're already a goal behind. Gavin Peacock, the scorer. And there goes Nelson, and penalised by the referee. And here goes Peacock again. Farmer gets a good tackle in. Now it's Robinson. Kevin Scott has got a little bit of time to turn. It's back to Cernicek now, and he takes no chances. Beresford, the referee gives a foul against John Robinson. Oh, that was late by Bumstead, and O'Brien is left in a heap. And the referee will have a word with John Bumstead, I'm sure. This game has started at a frantic pace. The referee will have to keep a firm hand to make sure that he keeps a lid on it. The referee at this stage, very, very anxious to penalise the slightest touch, it would seem. Venison didn't look particularly perturbed by Leeburn's challenge, but the referee decided that it was good enough for a foul. And that should be easy for Bob Boulder. And now Stuart Balmer with space. Here's Robinson. He's going to be challenged quickly by Beresford. It might run through to Bumstead, but it's Kevin Scott now. O'Brien gets a touch on, and Webster gets there first. Now Nelson jumping. Balmer challenged by Clark. Balmer, good header. Beresford, and now Peacock, and now Balmer gets it forward to Nelson. And Balmer again. Oh, and it's fallen for Kelly, and there goes Lee Clark, but he's offside. He's offside. Great tackle by Balmer in any case, but the flag had already gone up on this near side of the field. Leeburn gets up, finds Nelson. Nelson wins the ball there. Now it's Bumstead, and now it's Balmer. Up goes Leeburn, and now Leeburn again, and he couldn't quite get it out towards Minto. That'll fall for Bumstead. Oh, he's hooked it forward, and now Leeburn's in, and that's a corner. Good challenge there by Steve Howie, as Carl Leeburn bore down on goal, and the United man is down injured. The visitors' physio, Derek Wright, certainly has been the busier of the two in the first 9 minutes of the game. He's already seen to Liam O'Brien, now he's treating Steve Howie. And the Charlton fans want to get on with the game. It's a corner on the far side, the Charlton left, with Colin Walsh. So it'll be swung out, and here's Webster arriving. Didn't get to him. Walsh again with another bite. Bracewell gets the challenge in, and Beresford beaten by Leeburn. If that goes, it's a Charlton throw, Charlton corner rather, and it is. And Beresford knows full well he was the last player to touch it, right in front of the linesman as well. Walsh again, what will it be? The flick on from Primus, and now Leeburn trying to turn, and hooked away by Venison. And here's Robinson, and there goes Walsh. And a little bit too clever there from Colin Walsh, as O'Brien clears downfield. Oh, a lovely touch off by Peacock, but Balmer gets in well, and Leeburn gets a good header in. Pardew sweeps it out, and Nelson is onside. Nelson swings it across. Robinson trying to turn. Robinson with a shot. Oh, it's saved by Sanitek, and it bounced out, and it wouldn't bounce for Leeburn, and Peacock brings it away for the visitors this afternoon. Robert Lee, and that will be a throw-in to Newcastle. This is Peacock. United living dangerously, but still putting together some neat football. This is Venison. Kelly, O'Brien, Balmer with the challenge. And Balmer hooks it away again. Now Robinson's got some work to do. And that's all he really could do, John Robinson. Peacock was closing him down very quickly. And Clark trying to reverse the ball back towards Peacock, but offside is given. Does well, finds Leeburn. Oh, and Leeburn's turned. And there goes Nelson. Now can Nelson get the ball over? He can, but there's no one arriving at the far post, and Venison puts it behind for a corner. Charlton may well be a goal down, but they're playing the better football. They've taken it quickly. It's with Minto. Swept in towards Leeburn. It'll come out now for Webster. Webster with the drive. And now's a deflection. Pardew's in. And the flag on the far side has gone up. I think Alan Pardew possibly offside. Peacock gets up well. Kelly with a flick on, and there goes Clark. Primus in quickly. Play on, says the referee. Howie with the header. Pardew gets up. Lehman with a touch. Robinson beaten to it by Beresford, and that will go out on the far side. And this game being played at an absolutely frantic pace. Again, the throw-in to Charlton. This is Venison. And this should run all the way through to the Charlton goalkeeper, Bob Boulder. With a flick on, he had to try and meet it himself. Bumstead gets up. Farmer forward. Now can Nelson get there? Scott has to go into touch. It's a Charlton throw. And Leeburn comes across to take the throw, and that of course is a signal for Simon Webster to get forward from the back. Webster the target, and it won't reach him. Clark challenged swiftly, and Peacock gets it clear. Primus, free header, comes back in towards Bumstead with a flick on towards Robinson, and Scott comes across and does a good job, and that will be a throw-in to United. And again, Derek Wright is off the bench and called into action. This time it's Kevin Peacock, who I think has got something in his eye. Farmer with the header, and again Beresford has the chance to clear his lines. Oh, there's some confusion there. Now it's bounced for Nelson, and now Walsh. The drive comes in, and I thought it might have run into Leeburn's path. Farmer had to get a clear because Clark was bearing down behind him. Webster's going for this one, and nobody won it. And again, it's left, and O'Brien gets a foot on the ball. Now it's with Kelly, and now Beresford. And here's Lee Clark, the target. Webster is penalised. Taken quickly. This is Peacock. Peacock being allowed to run free. Oh, he almost went for the 1-2 there. Pardew for Charlton. This is Robinson. Looking for Nelson. Howie should be able to gather this comfortably. The goalkeeper's an awful long way out of his goal, and very comfortable with it. Pardew gets in. Walsh gets it forward. Away by Venison. Good header from Palmer. And now Leeburn chasing. And Bumstead put on it. Walsh, Pardew now for Charlton. And now Minto. O'Brien doing the chasing. A United throw. Bracewell picks out Beresford, near side. Peacock, Scott, driven towards Kelly. Primus gets in, it bounces for Minto. Closed down quickly. And poor control there from Robert Lee. Primus with the header. This is Clark, and this is Lee, and Minto gets in first. Beresford sends it forward. Hardy this time with a header. And now O'Brien. Old neat skill to find Peacock. Turns well and finds Beresford. Peacock, a rather theatrical dive after Leeburn, got the tackle in, and there goes Nelson. Howie coming across as men forward for Charlton. If Nelson can find them, he needs support. He's found it with Barmer. Now Barmer swings the ball into the far post. Leeburn gets up. And Venison with a none too convincing clearance. Up goes Nelson. It'll fall for Pardew, and it's wide. Primus just getting involved there with Webster, but getting it clear. And now Nelson chasing Beresford. Beresford having to work hard. And now back towards Chernicek. But he's not been pressured, and he's got time to look up and pick out Bracewell. No, Primus with the header. O'Brien gets it forward. A good header from Barmer. No one there for Charlton. This is Kevin Scott. Kelly. Clark. Oh, and Webster let it go. Barmer got the foot into it, and it's rolled to Webster, and he's making Boulder backtrack, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Peacock to take it. Now it's with Beresford, who he's found Bracewell, and in turn he's found Clark. Again, it's a throw, this time Barmer conceding. Beresford, Peacock, across to the far post. Minto just held up Robert Lee, but he clearance goes into the lower tier of the West Stand. And Kelly and Minto and Lee getting in there as well, but Walsh getting it clear. Now Nelson. Now Leeburn. Walsh. There goes Nelson. How he got in there. Nelson wasn't flagged offside. And Linvoy Primus takes no chances. Leeburn trying to get in ahead of Lee. And Charlton get it away. Nelson does well. Walsh tried to play the ball out to this near side, but O'Brien was in the way. Now Peacock trying to turn away from Stuart Barmer. Good challenge from Barmer. And the referee, I think, has given a foul against Barmer. I'm not sure why. The flag's gone up against David Kelly. And again, I'm not sure why. It would appear offside. It didn't look as if Kelly had gone too soon, but the linesman certainly well placed. We've had a lot of whistle in these opening 22 minutes, but it hasn't altered the pace of the game, which has been frantic from the very first go. Halfway through the first half, Charlton Athletic 0, Newcastle United 1. Gavin Peacock on 3 minutes the scorer. His first goal against his father's old club. Farmer's underneath this one, he heads it forward. O'Brien now, Peacock again. Webster gets it forward. Nelson giving chase, the flag's gone up on the far side. The linesman, or rather the referee, hasn't seen it, now he has. Primus gets it away. O'Brien. Venison. Venison again. Bumps it, gets up and flattens Robert Lee in the process. O'Brien. O'Brien again. Now Venison. And Peacock giving chase, but Boulder off his line quickly. Bumstead wins the header. Walsh has a little bit of space now, and he sends Nelson clear. Howie with the challenge. Charlton have the throw. Minto, so it'll be short. Nelson trying to turn. Obstruction surely. The linesman was right there. Farmer gets in. And that is a foul against Robert Lee on Minto. Charlton then with a chance to float one in from the left-hand side. It could be Walsh, it may indeed be Minto. Webster is forward, so too is Primus. Lee Burns up there anyway. The far post, it's Webster, and the header comes in, and that's a throw. Or rather, that's a corner. There's a man down. Referee Jim Borich given the corner in any case. But the United player, and I didn't see who he was, is now back on his feet. And perhaps Colin Walsh will have the chance to swing one in with his left foot into the penalty area. The chance at the far post. Nelson got up. Pardew wins the header. Bumstead hooks it forward. Bumstead gets the header forward again. And now Howie has to go away from his goal. Venison, Bracewell, Robert Lee. That familiar stride. Clark, tackled quickly by Primus. And again, Venison. Lee, fouled by Minto, according to the referee. I think that was harsh myself. This is Lee Clark. Venison, Bracewell. Matt surely a push in the back, and indeed so. Howie won the header and did so again. Bumstead. Minto chips it forward. Nelson gives chase. Just held off by Kevin Scott. Robinson got there first. Free header for Pardew. This is Venison. Leeburn just got the touch on it. Charlton have the throw. Oh, and Nelson's got a good cross in. Robinson at the far post. And can Leeburn get in there? He can't. And now maybe Robinson get in there. There's a push on Robinson, surely. Bundled off it by Beresford, right in front of the referee. Well, if that wasn't a push, I really don't know what was. Or what is, I should say. Pardew with the challenge. O'Brien, Bracewell. It's all a bit tight in there. Minto gets in front of Lee. And now Walsh. And there goes Nelson. And now Howie stumbles. And Nelson closing him down very quickly. Oh. And Nelson disgusted with the linesman's flag. Howie didn't look at all steady there. And I think he's very, very fortunate to get the free kick.
Mr. Ron Hall is going to the ticket office. Mr. Ron Hall to the ticket office where his tickets are waiting.
Holder off his line. This will be easy for the Charlton keeper. Scott got in front of Leeburn and Kelly gets the header, but Minto anticipating well, and again the flag up on the far side, and the linesman on the far side of the field, Mr. Stobbart, is not making himself at all popular with the people in the chicken run or indeed the West Stand lower tier right behind him. This will be a Charlton throw. Now Leeburn getting in. Howie was brave. That's a foul. Apparently not. Clark keeps it in. Good control. Swept across by Kelly. Good header by Webster. Newcastle with a lot of men forward. Howie gets the header in, and he's given a foul, the referee. Now the United defender ducked to head the ball, and he's given a free kick against Nelson for foot up, which I find extraordinary. Beresford going all the way perhaps, and now the cross from Bracewell at the near post, and it was wide from Kevin Peacock again. Beresford forced to turn. Nelson got there very quickly. Webster with the header. Pardew now. Robinson. There goes Pardew. There goes Nelson as well. Now Kevin Scott puts it forward. A push there by Robinson, I think. Charlton throw. Foster gets in, finds Nelson, and now Robinson. Oh, Robinson a bit too clever there. Clark heads it the wrong way for Newcastle, certainly. Now Robinson, and he tried to find Pardew, I think, rather overhit it. Venison now with the time and a little space to get the ball clear. This is Lee Clark, and there goes Lee, but intercepted well by Primus. Walsh down the line, and now Carl Lieburn giving chase. Cernacek will get there first. This is Venison. This is Clark. The cross, Webster intercepts, Primus gets the ball away. Robert Lee. Pardew gets there in front of Clark. Minto gets in as well. That will be a Charlton throw. Walsh given time to turn, and Charlton win the throw. 33 minutes gone, and Charlton still trailing by that early goal from Kevin Peacock. But the pace of the game really is relentless. Lieburn. Fouls, according to the referee. Now Walsh and Minto over the ball. Can they conjure up something? Robert Lee turns, plays in Clark, bumps it, snapping at his heels, but Clark sending the ball down towards Kelly. Primus underhits it, Boulder off his line, deep into Newcastle territory. A good flick on, and now Lieburn giving chase, and Howie had to clear. This is Walsh. Walsh pulled down, fair challenge. Now this is Lee. O'Brien. Beresford. £700,000 signing from Portsmouth in the summer. Kevin Scott. And Boulder off his line quickly. And Nelson got the touch on, but there was no one behind him. Primus giving chase and finding touch. The only safe thing he could do, really. A throw in then to United. Venison some 20 yards out from the byline, gets it back from Lee. Finds Lee Clark, and Linvoy Primus gets in again. So another throw to the visitors. Again it will be Barry Venison. Lee Clark. In towards Lee. Lee turning away from Primus. Cross coming in, and Peacock, and there it is. And it's Kevin Peacock's second goal for Newcastle United. Robert Lee did the donkey work. He got the ball across, and that was a terrific volley by Peacock past Bob Boulder. And with 9 minutes to go before half-time, the visitors lead by 2-0. Lee Clark played in Robert Lee. Lee turned away from the young defender Linvoy Primus. It was a neat chip into the penalty area, and Darren Peacock volleyed home with considerable aplomb. And nothing is running for Charlton in the last third of the field there. Certainly that goal against the run of play, but the United fans massed on the south bank to my left won't worry about that. Their team leads 2-0 and looks ever increasingly likely to stretch their lead at the top of the First Division. Beresford. Oh, and Lee Clark in space. Farmer back to Boulder.
The second goal was scored for Newcastle in the 35th minute by number 8, Gavin Peacock.
That's surely a foul. Pardew handled, no doubt about that, I don't think. O'Brien nearly works a chance on the edge of the box for himself. And now Robinson gets in front of Ferris, but he was balked surely. Bumstead. Beresford comes across, pulls it down, sends it forward. Boulder off his line. Scott wins the header once more. Bumstead finds Robinson, and now Stuart Farmer forward towards Leeburn. Again, Scott wins the header. Oh, and there's a poor header from Barry Venison, and Leeburn getting in front of Beresford. And here's Robinson. Now Robinson goes outside, Leeburn goes inside. There's a chance now that Pardew, if he can find the shots. It was blocked. O'Brien brings the ball away. And now it's with Lee Clark, and United are breaking with Robert Lee on the right hand side. Robert Lee taking on Scott Minto. And ball, they claim. It would have been harsh. Lee again. He's done the damage once already. This is Kelly. The shot is way over. Five minutes to go before half-time. Charlton 2-0 down. Both the goals scored by Gavin Peacock. Here's Peacock, and now Beresford. Webster with a swift challenge, and O'Brien sweeps up and gets in a little bit of a problem for himself, and Nelson almost won it off him. Now it's with Beresford. Webster brings it down, finds Bumstead, and now Primus, and Primus dispossessed by Lee Clark. Clark finds Venison overlapping on the right hand side. Venison drives it in towards Kelly with a flick, and it's wide. Nelson turns well. Now this is Walsh. Leeburn, control. Nelson beaten to it. Now Barmer shaping for the drive. Good effort from Stuart Barmer. Certainly worth a dig from that sort of range. At least 30 yards out. And although Sternicek was never troubled, it's certainly well worth the effort from Charlton number 2, Stuart Barmer. Good header from Pardew. Nelson gets up. Beresford with all the time in the world, really. Now Nelson comes to close him down and does enough to put him off. Can Charlton pull one back before half time? They've got 2 minutes in which to do it. 2 minutes in which to try and silence the Bladen races ringing around Upton Park. Bumstead. Oh, he's found Minto. Walsh. And that's a throw into United. And that's a poor ball by Bracewell, and now Robinson. Good tackle by Beresford. Pardew picks it up in midfield. It's with Stuart Barmer. Now it's with Robinson. A robust challenge from Peacock. Charlton have the throw. And free kick given against Beresford. So less than a minute remaining in this first half. Webster gets forward from the back. Leeburn's in there, Pardew's in there. There's too close to the goalkeeper. And Newcastle will just want to play out these last 30 seconds and get into that dressing room with a 2-goal lead still intact. Control was superb by Peacock. Primus with a good challenge. Now it's with Robinson. He's shown too much of it to Beresford. Now it's O'Brien. Peacock through the middle, got the flick on. Kelly's giving chase. And he's forcing Charlton to play it out. And Minto doing well. And again Minto getting in, just in front of Kelly. Howie with the header. Oh, and Walsh got caught by his own man. Minto. Leeburn turning well. And being challenged. And the 45 minutes are up here at Upton Park. It's a question of whatever Jim Porritt's got on his watch. Derek Wright, as I said, the United physio has been on at least 2 or 3 occasions, so there might be a minute or so. This is Webster. Driven to the far post. Leeburn is the target. He can't get up though. Being blocked off by Howie, and it's cleared again as far as Minto. Trying to work some space. Finds Walsh. Venison got the tackle in. We've had a minute of injury time at the end of this first half. And again Minto tried to get the cross in but was blocked. Webster gets it forward. Now it's Bumstead. And now it's Robert Lee. Clark's control let him down rather. This is Nelson. And Nelson's away there, or is he? Leeburn trying to find him. Leeburn with his back to goal. Here's Pardew. Oh, he tried to get the ball out and was beaten to it. But he's got there in the end. Walsh in towards Leeburn. And now Walsh goes over. And a free kick given on the edge of the area. Walsh certainly fell inside the box. The linesman flagged for a free kick outside the box. 47 minutes played, so Charlton will have to move swiftly. This could well be Charlton's last chance of the first half. Referee Jim Borrett replaces at 1 or 2 divots of turf as if to explain that is why he decided that the free kick was to be taken outside the area. Webster is up, Primus is up, the far post is Pardew. Walsh floats it in, and it's behind for a corner. Will Charlton have time to take it, I wonder? Walsh will have to hurry, 48 minutes played. But the referee seems unperturbed by the time. And indeed, we're going to get the corner. And that is the last action of this first half. It's a first half in which Charlton have forced 5 corners to United's 0, which gives you an indication that Charlton have had an awful lot of play, an awful lot of possession, and dominated in patches. The most important statistic is the fact that Gavin Peacock has scored twice on 3 and 36 minutes to give Newcastle a half-time lead, which gives Charlton a mountain, the proverbial mountain to climb in the second half. The half-time score at Upton Park, it's Charlton Athletic 0, Newcastle United 2. So referee Jim Borrett from Norfolk is about to get to the second half underway. Alex Dyer and Darren Pitcher appear to be on the bench, as do Kilcline and Franz Carr for the visitors, so it's the same 22 that finished the first half. No changes at half-time. Charlton, as I mentioned earlier, with the proverbial mountain to climb. 2 goals behind against one of the strongest away teams in the division, and certainly probably the strongest team currently in the league. Oh, Walsh showing clean pair of heels to O'Brien, but O'Brien got back. This is Robinson. Hasn't got much change out of Beresford in the first half. Let's hope he fares better in the second. Bumps nudges it forward. Now Walsh, can he line up a drive? Oh, it might fall for Leeburn! And there's confusion there on the edge of the area. Bumps it with the drive, way over the bar. A good run there by Peacock, and he's turning away from Linvoy Primus. Well, he's got the ball in, and it needed to be a good header because there was a man coming in at the far post. Leeburn finding Colin Walsh. Nelson holding back his run, and now he goes, and Sternicek's a long way out of goal. Charlton have the throw with Walsh. Swept in. Leeburn tried to get the flick onto it. Beresford now can clear. He's found Lee. Minto coming back, giving chase, and Colin Walsh anticipated Robert Lee's move. He should know him well enough. And Primus perhaps showed a little bit of inexperience there, but still got the challenge in. And Minto was asked rather a lot of there. And now he's got some work to do because Lee's bursting into the area. And Boulder can't pick it up. Oh, he did well there, Bob Boulder. And Minto got it clear. Bumps it, clears. This is Leeburn. Leeburn finds Walsh. Again, Nelson holds back his run. Now is he in? No, it's going to drift out. And that's all the way back to the Czech under-21 international goalkeeper Pavel Cernicek. He was beaten twice in the corresponding fixture last season, coincidentally by Robert Lee on the first occasion, by Carl Leeburn on the second, as Charlton won 2-1, and extended a long run of good results over Newcastle United. And indeed, in the game at St James's Park, Charlton came from 3-0 down to win 4-3, and it's going to need a comeback of similar proportions this afternoon. Nelson can chase. On his left foot, the goalkeeper, very calm. Oh, and Scott makes a mistake, and now Nelson. Is there time to look up and try one? Pardew, he needs help. It's Farmer forward towards Robinson, and it's not going to bounce for Charlton in that penalty area. Howie brings it away. Farmer with a good firm challenge. Leeburn's got a man going outside him. Leeburn comes inside a challenge, and a second challenge, and I thought he was going to go all the way. This is Bumstead. Out it goes to Palmer. Cross to the far post. Leeburn's up there. Oh, he's found Nelson. Yes, it's the goal. Charlton on the back in it. Gary Nelson with his third goal in 3 games, and it was a super move by Charlton. Stuart Palmer shipping the ball in to the far post. Leeburn's header down was precision itself, and Nelson finished at the far post with ease. And it's Charlton Athletic 1, Newcastle United 2. 50 minutes gone, and Charlton are back in the match. And Nelson offside. And that's livened up the Charlton fans on the North Bank, and this the last game at Upton Park. This will be John Beresford with the free kick. Primus gets up, Minto's got to turn away. He's under pressure from Robert Lee. And Kelly with the cross. Webster gets in there. And there's O'Brien, looks as if he was held, but the flag's gone up for offside. And the atmosphere again is turned up another notch or two here at Upton Park. Leeburn tried to get the header in. Bumstead gets in there for Charlton. It'll be a throw-in to United. Now we at last have got a match on our hands. Walsh beats Lee. Minto forward. Venison gets the foot to it. Farmer's got to judge it right, and does so. This will fall for Robinson. Robinson turning into trouble rather, but he's found Farmer. Now Robinson goes again, and Farmer's found him. And Farmer again, neat movement down the right-hand side. And it wouldn't quite run for Robinson again. Farmer getting in, and Pardew getting in, and Charlton now have started to play with a little bit more confidence. Clark gets it clear. Primus will have to work fast. Kelly coming to close him down. Boulder with the clearance. The flag's gone up. The referee, I hope, will play on, because there's no need to flag, but in fact he's brought them back. We could really have done without that particular stoppage, as the goalkeeper had possession. Walsh, and now Minto. Robert Lee blocked it. Charlton have the throw. Minto beats Lee Clark. They'll be on the same side in midweek for the England under-21s. Pardew getting forward. Scott was there, and Pardew caught him a bit late. Bumstead thoroughly disgusted. The referee is having none of it. So it's Howie then with the free kick for Charlton, and now it's Robert Lee turning away and finding Bracewell. He tried to play Lee Clark in, but Boulder collects easily. And Boulder brings the ball out of his penalty area and sends it forward. And Nelson tangling with Scott. Now this is Walsh with a little bit of space. The drive coming in, and it wasn't far away from Colin Walsh. About 2 yards wide. Certainly worth an effort from there. But Cernicek comfortably watched it wide of his left-hand post. Ramsey sends it forward. This is Nelson. Oh, he tried to find Walsh, but it'll come out on this near side for a throw to United. Barry Venison, the former Liverpool and Sunderland fullback, will take the throw. Minto beats Lee again. Lee, but rather Colin Walsh funneled off it by Bracewell. Charlton have a free kick. And Webster joining the attack. Minto watches and waits for him to get forward, and Webster's the target, and there he goes, the Charlton captain, beaten to it by Howie. And this needs to be a good challenge by Barmer. And now Gavin Peacock breaking clear for United on the left-hand side. Nelson getting back. Beresford forward. And there goes Bracewell. And Leroy Primus doing just enough. Bracewell unhappy. Charlton have a goal kick. Leaving with a touch off. How he gets it away. Bumps it forward. Now Minto can take over from Walsh and does so. Leeburn coming in. And there's a space in behind him, is there for Pardew. He's got up there. Leeburn closing down. Now Robinson, has he got the chance for the shot? It took a deflection. Cernicek saves. As Charlton again step up the pace towards that last third of the field, we get a persistent drizzle sweeping in from behind the south goal, which should make the ball even more slippery than it is already. This could favour one or two quick forwards like perhaps John Robinson, or maybe at the other end Robert Lee. Walsh got enough on that one to stop it from going too far. Primus with a foot. Now Howie overdoes it. Leeburn, oh, and he couldn't quite read the run of Gary Nelson. But Charlton have possession with a throw, and it's going to be Scott Minto near side of the field, and it's all the way back to Bob Boulder. Another throw in, this time it's Walsh. Minto towards Leeburn. Oh, it's lovely chest control from Leeburn, but Robert Lee read it. And it's cleared by Howie, and at the moment United are happy to just knock it clear, and Lindboy Primus held his ground very well there. Cleared by Boulder, and now the chase is on for Nelson and for Venison. Venison does well. And sensibly left to go through all the way to Bob Boulder. The Charlton keeper recalled last week at Brentford after Mick Salmon was injured in training on the Friday before the game. Not a particularly good kick now, and United can break. Oh, and Clark's tried one, and that was a good effort and well worth a try by Lee Clark. Terrific stuff from the man they're calling the next Gascoigne. Showed good vision there. This time it's forward again. Leeburn gets up. Nelson, he tried to find Walsh. And O'Brien sends it back to Cernicek. And Cernicek clears. And Primus gets it forward. And now Nelson's in. And the flag is up. And the keeper made the save in any case. The flag had gone up on this near side. It wouldn't have counted from Gary Nelson. But the Charlton striker, who scored his 100th league goal against Leicester, and his 101st for that matter, looking much livelier in this second half. flick on was a good one. And the referee has blown extremely late there. Bob Boulder had collected the ball before the referee blew, and that's poor refereeing. Now Lee Clark has made a move to the left, and again they've been pulled back. O'Brien and Beresford are over it. Beresford could swing it in to the far post. Alternatively, he might try his luck from there. Some 35 yards out, he's going to have a dig. It could take a deflection, and it's going to whistle all the way through for a goal kick. Oh, Nelson's turned well, and he's taken it on. And Venison is the player holding him up. Oh, he's whipped in low. And O'Brien gets it clear. And that's a good ball from Liam O'Brien. It's freed Lee Clark on this near side. This is Kelly, and now Lee Clark again. And United have men forward in numbers. One of them is Bracewell, on the far side it's Beresford. The drive was blocked by Barmer. Clark again, covering a lot of ground in the midfield. And that's too far for Robert Lee. We've had an hour of the contest here at Upton Park, Charlton's last home fixture in East London. And they lead, or rather they are a goal behind, I should say. Newcastle lead by 2-1. And there goes Leeburn. And that's a corner. It's Charlton's 6th corner of the contest. And we get some noise from the north bank. Walsh with it. And there were men all over the place there. It's bounced to Robinson, took a deflection again. Will it fall for Webster? He's got the flick on and it was wide. Bumps it was in quickly there. That might have gone out. In fact, it didn't. O'Brien in quickly. And that will be a throw-in for Kevin Keegan's team. Their captain and goal scorer, Gavin Peacock, will leave it to John Beresford. O'Brien has space. They've decided to look for Peacock instead. Primus with the header. Peacock forward once again, and again from Gavin Peacock, and the shot comes in, and Boulder had to get right behind it because it skidded awkwardly off the slippery surface. Good keeping there from Bob Boulder. Now Kelly comes to close him down quickly, and as such he'll be offside if it comes straight back, and it has done. He's way offside, but Primus gets it forward nonetheless. Oh, there could have been some confusion there, but Beresford and Cernacek worked it out eventually. Cernacek seemed to come an awful long way off his line for that one. Bumstead gets in, and Minto gets in as well, and now Pardew, and Primus stepping in and rode a couple of chances, and it's broken kindly for Charlton, and the referee has given another free kick against Charlton. I'm not sure what this one's for. Oh, good skill from Minto. And now it's Robert Lee. He's played in Clark. The cross comes in. Pardew was alert. That didn't work at all from Pardew. Now Lee Clark can possibly cross. Venison should certainly be able to get it over. Old Kelly's peeled off well. And now Clark with a chance to get it over to the far post. And the man coming in. And the goal goes in. And the goal goes in from Steve Howie. And United's 2-goal lead is restored. The youngster, the 20-year-old that was converted from a centre forward to a centre half, has given Kevin Keegan's team breathing space once more. So Charlton have got it all to do once more. Oh, and Nelson waited for that one. Leeburn getting up, and Leeburn going for a second time. O'Brien coming in, and Beresford clearing long downfield. Now can Leeburn get in here? Charlton have a throw. 25 minutes still to go. Plenty of time yet. Bumstead. Clark concedes the throw. Now it's with Lee. Kelly's the man outside. Across it goes towards Lee Clark. He's been pulled down, and the referee this time waves play on, which is equally curious as some of his other decisions. Webster. And tidied up neatly by Kevin Scott. Oh, that's neat control from Peacock. And Webster gets it away, only as far as Venison. And Clark gets a touch off, and O'Brien with a shot, and that's taken a deflection, and that'll be a corner. Lee Clark to take the corner, and he gets it back from Kelly and chips it into the far post, and Howie gets up again, and this time Boulder covers it comfortably. But Charlton have only got one man forward, it's Nelson, and the Bladen races once again ringing out around Upton Park. That will be a Charlton throw if it goes, and it has done. Alex Dyer and Darren Pitcher are warming up on the far touchline, and Robinson miscontrols that badly, and it's a goal kick. Nelson wins the throw for Charlton. And now Webster just beaten to it. Peacock's kept it in. Oh no, he hasn't. Neat turn by Robinson, taking it away from O'Brien, and O'Brien's kept it in and it's got it clear. Primus with the header, good touch on there. Now Leeburn, that's a foul. Colin Walsh then with a chance to get the ball forward for Charlton. Still 20 minutes to go. Pardew now being closed down by Venison. He's got no support at all. And Venison unhappy with the decision. Nelson gives it back to Pardew. Now Pardew can cross. Will it fall for Balmer? It will. And again Stuart Balmer tries his luck from long range. And again it goes well wide of the targets. The referee hasn't spotted it, but there's going to be a substitution. Now he has, as the ball's in flight. And the man to go off is going to be John Bumstead, and he'll be replaced by Darren Pitcher after 71 minutes of this game.
Substitution for Charlton coming off is John Bumstead, replacing him with number 12, Darren Pitcher.
Nelson trying to turn. Minto clears. Leeburn comes a long way to get the header in. Pitcher with his first touch, and his second was a good one. And there goes Robinson, and there's Robinson in. It was a good challenge by Beresford, who I thought may have stumbled slightly. Charlton have a throw. And time is running out for the Addicts. That's a poor throw. Who's going to find Webster? Pitcher with the drive. Sternicek with the save. Well, that was a bit theatrical there by David Kelly, who's famed in these parts for his ability to fall over in a tight space after his period with West Ham, in which he was nicknamed Jelly Legs by the North Bank faithful. And it won't run for Charlton, and particularly it won't run for John Robinson. Now Pitcher can bring it away. Leeburn. And Beresford got back in front of Pitcher. This is Clark. Pitcher snapping away at his heels. Peacock. Robert Lee. Kevin Scott. And it's run kindly for Peacock. Is it his hat-trick? The flag has gone up on the far side. It didn't matter that he put it wide. Kevin Peacock going in search of his third goal of the afternoon. Webster sends it forward. Pardew's up now, playing almost centre forward. Lieberman getting in. Srnicek off his line quickly. Pardew looking out Minto, who had to turn. Pitcher running all the way through. Oh, well, he tried to find Walsh. It was a good idea there from Darren Pitcher. Boulder gets it clear. And Scott's got goal side of Nelson. Farmer gets in powerfully. He's had a good game at right back for Charlton, Stuart Farmer. And again, Charlton have a throw. 15 minutes still to go here at Upton Park. Charlton have got a lot to do if they're going to salvage anything from this game. Nelson is okay to continue. Charlton in possession with Farmer. And now O'Brien picks it up for United and steps inside the challenge of Darren Pitcher. And he's trying to find Kelly, but Primus gets there quickly. Good header now. Sets up Venison. And Kelly missing his kick completely. Robert Lee doing well. Newcastle getting in a bit of bother there. Pardew. And now Primus. Webster. Lieberman with a flick on. Now can Nelson turn? Oh, it's the gilt-edged chance, and he snatched at it. Gary Nelson was in, and he could have taken another stride. And that might have been the best chance that Charlton had of getting back into the match. It fell to the informed player, Gary Nelson, but he just snatched at it and just pulled it wide across the face of Srnicek's goal. And I wonder whether that's Charlton's chance of a point now gone. O'Brien ride challenge there. Venison goes to try and get Racewell in. Minto goes back to Boulder, and Boulder plays safe and concedes the throw. And now Lee, and he went for a rather ambitious drive into the far corner. I'm sure he would love to get one against his old teammates. Pitcher went in very, very hard there on Peacock. Now Beresford. Clark. Oh, and it was half a cross and half a shot, I think, from Lee Clark. And Charlton have just 12 minutes in which to get back into this game. 3-1 is the margin at the moment. 2 goals the difference. Lieberman got up, and now Primus sends it forward. But United first to the ball every time, and Clark going on, but Boulder will get there first. Lieberman lets it run. Pardew, and now Walsh. Intelligent header to find Minto. Nelson, and now Walsh. And Walsh gets up to his feet first and is pulled down unceremoniously by Barry Venison. Charlton have a free kick practically in the corner quadrant. Colin Walsh will take it. It's as if it was a corner. Far post. And where might it bounce? Webster's up there. It's not going to fall to a Charlton man. And Charlton have got a lot of men forward. And Darren Pitcher shepherds it back to Bob Boulder. Clark not giving up the chase. And Bob Boulder with not a particularly good pass there. I thought it was a bit soft. It didn't give Darren Pitcher much time. Another substitution about to take place on the far side, and John Robinson is the man going off, and there's a surprise. Alex Dyer has got 10 minutes in place of John Robinson.
Substitution for Charlton, coming off number 7, John Robinson, replacing him is number 14, Alex Dyer.
Venison, now Walsh, and there goes Dyer on the chase straight away. Can he get a first touch? And he's bundled into the goalkeeper there and forced the throw. Nelson wants it quickly. He's found Walsh. Now he's just going to go for a throw. It is. Nelson will try and turn. Better still, he's got it back to Walsh. It's in early. Dyer can't turn there. And Newcastle concede the corner. Charlton's 7th corner of the game. We have just 9.5 minutes to go. A goal now could set us up for a grandstand finale. What can Charlton do with this corner? It'll be Colin Walsh to swing the ball out with his left foot towards the penalty spot. Charlton have got a lot of men forward. Arriving at the far post, Webster hooked back in, and Webster hooked it over the goal, over the bar, and into the crowd. And although they haven't been plentiful, you cannot deny that Charlton have had a couple of chances to get back into the game this afternoon. Nelson in particular with the best one, and there Webster might just have got the ball on target and at least forced a save from the goalkeeper. Pitcher in hard. And Minto doing enough to put off Kelly, but that's a sharp ball by Robert Lee. Again, Minto was equal to the task. He's found Walsh, and that's a throw as Robert Lee concedes on this east stand touchline. Walsh will leave it for Minto. 8 minutes left. Charlton need to get it forward. That's what Minto's done. And Dyer now stepping inside the challenge. Oh, and that might bounce anywhere, but again it's bounced kindly for United. Beresford. Nelson's won it off him, but Beresford recovers again. Throw in to United. Poor control by Lee. Ironic cheers from the crowd. Charlton have the throw, and they want Leeburn to take it, and Charlton are sending Webster forward to the far post, and Cernacek gathers it comfortably. Webster didn't even have a chance to get into the penalty area. And here goes Peacock. He's let fly, and Boulder gathers it easily and sends the ball downfield very quickly indeed. Now can Dye get in? Scott got the header there. It's going to go out for a throw. There's still time if Charlton can pull one back. Charlton were 3-1 down with just 80 minutes to go at St James's Park in January. But is it asking for too much for a repeat performance? It may well be, as Kelly forces a throw on the far side of the field. And we're in driving rain here now at Upton Park as Beresford slips past Stuart Barmer and aims to eat up a few vital seconds. This is Clark. This is possession football from United. This is O'Brien. And Howie sends it forward. Primus let it go sensibly. Bob Bowler gets it forward again for Charlton. Walsh with neat control, trying to find Alex Dyer. Again, United intercepts. This is Pitcher. Nelson keeps it in. Pitcher upended. Nelson. Leeburn getting out towards Minto. And Minto goes on. And Walsh wants someone to make a run. And it didn't quite work. Now this is with Linvoy Primus. He's found Webster. And back to Primus. And Charlton have got into some trouble. And Clark is offside. It won't count. And he's liable to get himself into trouble for that, Lee Clark. The flag was up, the whistle had gone. And I hope that the referee will add on a few extra seconds as we move into the last 5 minutes of the game, and what will hopefully be the last 5 minutes of Charlton's tenancy here at Upton Park. Farmer again. Rides a couple of challenges to find Dyer, but dispossessed easily by Kevin Scott, and United bring it away once more. Lee Clark. They could make Charlton pay the penalty for throwing men forward in search of a vital goal, but that's a poor pass by Lee Clark. This perhaps isn't the send-off that Steve Britt and Alan Coventry would have liked for Charlton in the last game at Upton Park. But now Nelson, can he reduce the arrears? Nelson on goal, fine save. The goalkeeper got down very well indeed to stop Gary Nelson, and it has to be said that the chances have been there for Charlton. Nelson could even have had a hat-trick, but perhaps it isn't going to be Charlton's day here at Upton Park. Charlton's day will come in 3 weeks' time when, as the supporters on the North Bank are reminding us, the club go back to the Valley. And Robert Lee is in now. Can he round it off for United? And a good interception there by Webster. It's another corner for Newcastle, their second of the game. 7-2, the corner count in Charlton's favour. Certainly the Addicts have had the pressure, they've had the chances, but they haven't had the finish where it matters. Another corner for the visitors. Clark with the corner. And the man arriving at the far post. Oh, and a great save by Bowler. Fine reaction stop as Peacock went in search of his third goal of the game. This is Lee Clark. Bracewell. Leeburn back defending for Charlton. It's gone out. The throw in to United. And Clark has slipped, and that will be a throw-in to Charlton. 2 minutes left on the watch, plus whatever Jim Borrett has got for stoppages. It probably isn't going to be a spectacular finish to Charlton's tenancy here at Upton Park, but once the final whistle has gone, I don't think that many people in the crowd this afternoon will be that bothered. The points may have slipped away, but for Charlton the most important thing is that after 7 years in exile at Crystal Palace and then at West Ham, the club are still alive and kicking and in a fit state to return to SE7 in good heart. Can they start off with a goal just yet? This will run to Linvoy Primus. Colin Walsh has got space out here. Primus knocks it forward. Leeburn finding Alex Dyer, and now Pitcher. And Peacock got back at Darren Pitcher. Beresford down the line to Webster. And this is Alex Dyer. Dyer is working his way into trouble. And Webster finally sweeps up for Charlton. Stuart Barmer. Webster, Leeburn rather. Now Dyer. Now Pitcher. Now Nelson. There's a man out here on the left-hand side. It's Colin Walsh. And Nelson's tried to find him. And he has found him. And now Walsh is in. And his control, I think, may have let him down there. How he came across with a vital clearance. Otherwise, Walsh could have been in. The 90 minutes are up here at Upton Park. Charlton's first visitors to East London, and hopefully their last. Look as if they're going to go back to St James's Park with all 3 points to stretch their lead at the top of the league. Is there going to be something dramatic at the last minute? The drive comes in from Barmer. He's had 3 or 4 cracks at goal today. Charlton have another throw, and we're half a minute into stoppage time. O'Brien, and now Kelly, and Lee Clark giving chase, but Linvoy Primus steps in and gets it back from Boulder, and does well to sidestep the 2 players. And Linvoy Primus's performances in his last 4 games certainly bode well for Charlton's future. He hasn't looked out of place. And of course, in the televised game against Birmingham, he was named as man of the match by Dave Bassett, the Sheffield United manager. And now Leeburn. Oh, and Leeburn with a chance. Oh dear. And Cernacek gathers it comfortably, but once again, the chances have really been there for Charlton. I certainly don't feel a draw would have been out of the question had Charlton taken their chances with the same sort of accuracy that they did at St James's Park in January. It's a goal kick. And we're going to get another substitution if there's time. Kevin Keegan has got a man warming up on the far side, I think. No, it's not. It's actually Colin Walsh has departed from the scene a minute early. Colin Walsh leaving the field, but it's the end of the game. The final game here at Upton Park. Newcastle United are the victors by 3-1, but the victory and the day belongs to Charlton, as it will indeed do in 3 weeks' time when Charlton go back to the Valley. It's been 7 years since the club last played in SE7, and now at last the exile is over. So the Geordies celebrate, the Charlton fans head off back to SE7, and the final score here at Upton Park as Newcastle United celebrate the fact that they are indeed still top of the league. It's Charlton Athletic 1, Newcastle United 3.